The government of Nigeria is set to begin the construction of the 477 kilometers Calabar-Abuja Superhighway project. This is as the current Minister of Works has called for collaborations between his ministry and stakeholders in the north-central part of Nigeria to ease the delivery of the 477 kilometer superhighway from Cross River to Abuja. The proposed alignment of the superhighway will cut across several states including Kogi, Benue, Nasarawa State, the FCT, and Cross River states. On the alignment of the superhighway, which is part of the Renewed Hope agenda, the government said the project is capable of catalyzing the nation's economic resuscitation process. The government noted that the proposed superhighway, which will begin from Cross River, will traverse Ebonyi, Benue, Kogi, and Nasarawa, and it will serve as a legacy project of the current administration. When completed, the road will bring manifold benefits to the nation. This is as the government reinstated its commitment to accomplish the Lagos, Ondo, Edo, Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom Cross River Highway, as well as the Sokoto, Kebbi, Niger, Kwara, Oyo, Ogun, Badagry Expressway. According to the government, all this project will be reinforced on concrete to ensure they attain a lifespan of 50 years before any maintenance activities could be required. The benefit of the Cross River Abuja Superhighway cannot be overemphasized, as it will serve as an evacuation corridor, especially since Cross River is a coastal state and has a seaport. It is also expected that the Cross River Abuja Superhighway will be fused to the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. Before we continue with the proposed plan for the construction of the Cross River Abuja Superhighway, let us recall that in 2015, a plan was hatched by the Cross River State government to construct a superhighway in Nigeria to connect a proposed deep sea port in Calabar with the cities of Ikom and Katsina. Years later, the project was abandoned. The 247-kilometer superhighway at the time had the blessing of the then president himself, with support from the area governor. The project was then launched by the then president towards the end of 2015 in a pomp and color ceremony. But soon, the Cross River Superhighway will face a myriad of challenges from several quarters. First, from the environmentalists who feared on the risks the project posed to animals. The highway was slated to pass through the Cross River National Park. The urban division of the Cross River National Park, where the road was slated to pass through, held over 3,000 square kilometers of lowland rainforest. The area is a proposed UNESCO World Heritage Site and recognized as a biodiversity hotspot. At the time, it was noted that construction of the highway could have a devastating impact on a section of the forest. Then came the issue of compensation. The government at the time announced 700 million naira for damages and compensation, but considering the number of communities along the proposed superhighway route, the amount was just a drop in the ocean. The people of a community called Okuni in Cross River State in Ikom local government area had sued the state government for 2 billion naira in lieu of the unevaluated destruction of farmlands, sacred temples, and natural heritage sites. But even as the superhighway fought off campaigns from environmentalists and court cases, the issue of funding was lingering. Although the Cross River State government received conditional environmental impact assessment approval, however, there were still funding issues. This eventually crippled the project and it never saw the light of the day, even after a lot of clearing had been done. With the introduction of this new superhighway that will be linking Abuja in north-central Nigeria, I hope it won't toe the line of the Cross River Superhighway. To be sincere, no country in the world has ever attained an industrial status without a good transport infrastructure. China is a classical example of a country that developed its infrastructure alongside industries in the early stage of development. The country has today gone beyond roads and railways to develop coastal regions and inland areas along major rivers. It did not just get to this stage by chance. Plans were in place and execution was religious. Even as late as 1990s, the World Bank in one of its reports said the country lost 1% of its GDP to decayed and obsolete transport infrastructure. Less than 30 years after, it has gone past that and now focuses on water and energy. Early in the year, China's top economic plan and National Development and Reform Commission approved construction of 7 infrastructure projects in energy and water worth $72 billion. Also, in Europe and the United States of America, the issue of roads is already taken for granted, and manufacturers and other businesses worry for bigger issues. While it is given that Nigeria is still at the beginning stage of development, it must be admitted that the federal and state governments have got the process of contract awards and execution wrong. From Imo to Abia down to Jigawa and Osun, Roads that were paid for are abandoned with contractors receiving certificate of completion from the government. Nigeria also has about 195,000 kilometers of road networks, out of which about 32,000 kilometers are federal roads and 31,000 kilometers are state roads according to data from the Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission. Of these numbers, only about 60,000 kilometers is paved, leaving 135,000 kilometers of roads untarred. Even those that are tarred, a large proportion of them are in bad conditions due to poor maintenance to show how deep the infrastructure deficit is. Nigeria will need to spend an estimated $300 billion annually, the African Development Bank noted. Currently, bad roads are turning Nigeria into a jungle of wasted economic opportunities as many economic actors cannot maximize their time and duly harness possibilities for business development because of ineffective transportation system. Nigerians are therefore, however, hopeful that the proposal for the construction of the Abuja-Calabar Superhighway will be a success in no time to come. The government is also proposing the usage of concrete as the material for paving the highway, thereby making it to last for at least 50 years. This, if executed, will be a game changer in the economy. Concrete roads can support heavy loads such as truck traffic with less deformation than asphalt, although the initial cost of concrete used to be higher than that of asphalt. Today, concrete has become the least expensive alternative for new construction on a first cost basis, in addition to maintenance costs being generally lower. In addition, concrete generally has a useful life of twice that of asphalt. Concrete commonly serves 20 to 30 years without needing any major repairs, while asphalt typically lasts only 8 to 12 years before resurfacing or a significant repair is required. Recent advances in concrete technology enabled highway contractors to rehabilitate the nation's 160 miles national highway system to extend its useful life with minimal disruption of traffic. Therefore, the adoption of concrete technology in the construction of the Abuja-Calabar Superhighway is a step in the right direction. The construction of the Abuja Cross River Superhighway is of immense significance to the domestic, social and economic development of the country. The project aims to create a perfect linkage between the FCT, Abuja, and the oil-producing region of the South-South. The project will also help relieve the pressure on the old roads caused by increasing traffic volume. The project, accordingly, will bring a large number of jobs to the local residents, improve the road safety, and promote regional economic development. The implementation of the project will directly assume the function of the main routes of transportation in the states of Nasarawa, Benue, Kogi, and effectively improve the regional traffic condition, improve the construction of the national highway network in Nigeria, enhance trade, and boost economic services. This project definitely will be a game changer in the economy of Nigeria. Guys, kindly do well to drop your honest comment and tell us what you think. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Thank you.